You know what I just read before this is that Duke from the commercial of Bush's Baked Beans, the dog actually died. And I think it's because he just got fucked by that guy for so long.
Yeah.
I'm Jay. This is my dog Duke, and I fuck him, and we love beans. That's the entire every commercial.
Yeah.
Hey Duke, what do you think of that? And he's like,
My dog eats a lot of beans, folks. Yeah, it's not good for his intestines, that's for sure.
my dog loves to lick beans, and for to prove it to you, I'm gonna show you. Watch him lick two of them right now. He just pulls out his nuts on the commercial.
He dips his nuts in the honey glazed bush baked beans.
Baked beans suck, dude.
I like a baked bean.
Can't fucking stand a baked.
Welcome to Bag Fries,
hey
folks.
everyone, welcome.
I'm Kevin Tienken. That's Bruce Gray. This is a podcast between two pals where we just, we're like two fries at the bottom of a bag. You know what I mean? You didn't ask for them, but here they are. You know, and that's the explanation for the
Yeah,
name.
we were about to start the podcast, and then we had to walk to the corner store so that I could get a very large Pellegrino because I think otherwise I was gonna die.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I fucking
Bruce is part of the upper crust, and that's why you should follow him on Instagram.
the upper crust.
Yes. Well, you got your
that
Pellegrino. You're you got a crisp Dodgers cap, like you're either.
Thanks, dude.
I don't know what you look like with that Dodgers cap.
And my
on.
shirt, this nice
Yeah.
country western shirt I'm wearing.
I feel like you're like a Texas cattle rancher, multi-millionaire.
Hell yeah, that would be great. I would.
And
love
you're
to.
just trying to fit in with the regular guys.
No, if those guys,
hey, yeah.
those guys all wear the same shit. They all wear like a puffy vest and a long sleeve collared button up T-shirt underneath it. That's like a graph paper design with like a pastel color.
Yeah, or they'll have like a $4,000 suit that's made by Patagonia or something like
Patagonia.
Patagonia.
Dude, how was your weekend, dude?
Right, it's a 5-star review, folks. I'll say, come on, Friday's a 5-star review. I mean, for Pete's sake,
This is what happens whenever we wait all week to record the podcast. It's Sunday night. This episode is going to go up in however an hour and 5 minutes from now. We're going to have to upload this episode.
Yeah.
Because we weren't able to do it all week. I was busy. You were busy.
Keep going.
That's the entire thing. We were both busy.
Yeah, you had shows. I had a full day of J-O-ing
Did you J.O. for a full day?
for the last couple of days.
I J.O.'d at a friend of mine's house this weekend.
Did you really?
Sorry, friend of mine's parents' house this weekend.
Jesus Christ, that deserves a sip from the old Red Bull.
Is it rude to J.O. at someone else's place? No, obviously not out in the living room when everyone's
Right.
watching fucking Up.
I don't know. I'm going to say yes.
Why?
Well, I think you'd probably better to err on the side of caution.
Well, I kept to myself.
Yeah, but I don't know. You never know, like the jizz could have splattered.
I didn't.
Yeah, but you don't ever really know.
Sorry, it's funny because I was like, oh fuck, and I just opened up something and came into it, and then I would turned the light on, and it was like great grandma Dorothy's ashes.
Yeah. Oh
no! And then I'm like holding them. It was like whenever you make pasta and the flour and you add in the egg yolk, and then it turns into a thing you can hold in your hand. So I kneaded the ashes into a big thing, and then I had it like a baseball. And I went out to his parents, and I was like, looking for these. And I threw them against the wall, and they stuck like a fucking flubber.
We got to get you into like some sort of franchise movie that's a mix between Van Wilder and Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
Where you're like doing that. You're like jacking off into grandma's ashes.
Dude,
and he's like, he's wild.
I was doing this show last night, and this guy came up to me. He's like, here's what you got to do. You got to go out stand on stage and be like, I know that I look like David Spade and Chris Farley together, right? And then he hit me too hard on the shoulder.
Hey, I got one for you. You can use this. How about you go up there and you're like, knock, knock. Have you ever done those?
Dude, I had good shows this weekend in San Diego. Thanks to whoever is listening. If you're listening from those shows, thank you. But,
Hell yeah.
The club was, I'm not going to say what club. I mean, if you do the research, you could figure it out. But so it was Friday night.
Was it the Ku Klux Klan Club?
Yeah, that's the new comedy club in San Diego.
K Cube C.
We stayed at the person who I was featuring for. His parents lived down there, so we stayed with his parents on Friday night, and then on Saturday night we
Fucked his mom?
we fucked his mom.
I don't know what.
I did
I
get in-
smoked what? I had one hit of weed before we started, so I'm like, anyway, go ahead.
Saturday night we stayed at the comedy con. We went to the comedy condo, after the show because we were like, we'll just stay down here. It's right across the street from the club. It'll be easy. We could just leave in the morning. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And so we went out all night with some people from the show, went to some bars, and then went and got burritos after. It was fucking great. The issue was fucking daylight saving.
I'm jealous.
This daylight saving shit is kicking my fucking dick in the dirt because
That's right. You were telling me about
we were out eating fucking burritos and goddamn daylight savings time fucking kicks in and I didn't realize it, and it was like all of a sudden it was fucking 4:30 in the morning. And we're like, goddamn. So we go back to the.
Is this a part 2 of your cocaine joke?
Yeah. And so then we go to the condo, and it looked fine whenever we dropped our stuff off, and then we like turned on all the lights, and we were looking around, and we were like, what the fuck? This is. I don't know.
Looks shady.
And then I went and I opened up the fridge, and it was just like old Taco Bell that fucking reeked, dude. It fucking smelled like shit. So as soon as you opened that, the entire apartment reeked like shit. And so we were like, fuck this. And we literally at like 4:40 in the morning left the condo and went back to my friend's or to Ari's parents' place.
Fuck.
And then fucking we didn't wake up I didn't wake up today till 1:30.
Jesus.
And then I left there. I was already hungover. Got a pastrami sandwich. Got dropped off because I had already planned to play golf at 4 with Simon Gibson and then a friend of mine. And
oh yeah, how was that?
it was fun. I mean, I was fucking John Daly out there, dude. I literally
you drinking beers.
No, I didn't.
A cigar.
No, I didn't drink at all.
Driving.
I woke up, dude.
Yards.
I woke up with half a cigarette in my pocket, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And I had a chocolate that I had taken from the condo was just melted to shit in my pocket, like liquid melted diarrhea chocolate in my pocket.
What kind of life are you living, dude?
Fucking not a good one.
Jesus, back it up.
No, but the shows are great. Thanks. If anybody, like I said, if you're listening because you saw me on those shows, thank you.
You think there's people out there that were like, I got to check out this guy's podcast?
Oh, there was people.
Wow. That's great.
Weirdos, dude. I had to remove myself from a few situations where people were being weird, like women. I got mad. I got mad.
People trying to get at the gray area?
They always do. Dude.
Oh,
they always
God.
want to get inside. Dude, I got mad at this chick. So there's this girl who was opening. Her name was
I need to be
Kylie
in a
Troop was her name.
relationship.
Kylie Troop. She's very funny. You should follow her. She's a San Diego comedian. I thought you were pulling out your phone to call to follow her.
You know what?
No, there was this
Let's do it right now.
girl. This girl that had fucking like some. She was a large woman. Largest woman. And I was vaping, and I was just like kind of standing around, like I was talking to a few people. It was after the show, and I was just had hit a vape, and she was like, "You should try this one," and I was like, "All right, I'll try it." And then I was like, "Okay, cool." And then she fucking stuck it in her tits. Like underneath, and I was like, "Was that there the whole time?" And I was like, "Was that there before?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Ugh." And that girl Kylie who was opening it was like laughing really hard, and then we went back into I don't remember if this was at the bar or at the club, and we went back to the green room, and I was like, isn't that weird? I was like, this kind of made me suck her tits without like I was like, imagine if I went up to you, Kylie, and I was like, hey, try this vape, and you were like, okay, and then you hit it, and then I pulled my pants out and then dropped it back in, like back under the nuts where it goes. Like, dude, what the fuck? That's not cool.
Yeah, that's not cool. Well, you know what? It should be cool though. You know what I mean? I hate it when people judge me for where I store my vapes.
Where do you store your vape? Under your fat tits?
In my ass.
In your ass and your nuts?
Yeah.
Try this. And you're like,
you go, oh, I'm like struggling to get, okay, here we go. Whew, hold on. I like wipe. I'm like, sorry about that.
Bush's baked beans.
You got to try this.
All I can think about is that Bush's baked beans guy fucking his dog.
This is my dog. I fuck him.
I'm Jay, and this is my dog Duke. That guy looked a lot like Jared Fogle.
A little bit, yeah.
Can I? Let me ask you something. How much? If you had a lot of money,
yes,
would you buy the Jared Fogle big pants?
How much?
How much money do you have, or how much are they selling for?
Well, like, is it like a big purchase for me still?
Imagine you're at this insane private auction.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna find out. It's like Bilderberg Group type, like where they drink baby blood and like whatever. And they're like, and now on a silent auction, Jared Fogle's big pants. Would you buy them?
It's me.
Would you bid?
Alan Greenspan.
Ellen DeGeneres. George W. Bush.
Oh, absolutely.
The third.
Yeah.
Someone you don't even know exists.
Yeah. A guy that looks surprisingly a lot like an old Hitler.
Yeah.
I probably bid on him.
To throw a bid out there,
Yeah.
just to be like, man, what are you doing? Because imagine you go into someone's house, and it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like you would with like Nazi memorabilia. If
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
your thing. You're like,
Yeah.
got this room in here, check it out, and then you open it, and it's like all the you in there. You would have like old Land O'Lakes boxes with the
Yeah.
Native American on it. You'd
Yeah.
have the Aunt Jemima. You'd have a Mr. Potato Head,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
hung on the wall in a glass case. You have the pants. You know, like whenever they have a Barry Bonds baseball bat or something.
Yeah.
You have the Barry Bonds baseball bat, and then next, like, but
It's
then,
that guy in Guardians of the Galaxy has him.
yeah, but it's like, and then next to that bat that's hung up is like a picture of Barry Bonds doing it. So you holding that bat. So
Yeah.
you have a big picture of Jared Fogle holding up the big pants, and then mounted next to him that picture
And
is
then
big
a
pants.
certificate of authenticity.
Yeah,
You would have to.
You would have to have a certificate of authenticity.
You would have to.
There's a lot of those. There's a lot of not real.
Dude,
A
what?
lot of inauthentic Jared Fogle pants are being sold around right now.
First off, yes, I would love if we got Jared Fogle's pants. I think we'd have to put them right behind the logo, just to put up there. You know,
Where are they?
I don't know.
Think about it. Where are they? Where are they at?
It's that scene at the end of Indiana Jones where he's walking the Ark of the Covenant
Yeah.
into the warehouse, but it's just Fogle's pants.
Dude, where are they? Do they incinerate them, or is there like
I don't
is there
know.
somebody has them,
Somebody's got to have them.
and somebody's not wearing them. I'll tell you that much right now. Nobody is wearing those pants. Like somebody has those pants stored away.
Yeah.
They're probably, you know what they're probably in is a time capsule.
I bet.
They're probably buried in a time capsule that says "Don't open until the year 2120."
What if we started selling authentic replicas of the Jared Fogle pants?
Yeah, or bobbleheads of Jared Fogle, where but it's bobble arms, but it's him holding the big pants and his arms jiggling around like his arms. You know what you should do you know what'd be funny to sell a bobble underarm of a big fat lady serving macaroni and cheese at the church potluck.
Dude, that'd be good.
And it's her with her thing out, but the only thing that bobbles is the underneath of her arm, the fucking chicken wing.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be awesome. Why don't we
I
do
want
that?
that. I would definitely. I'd buy that.
So what I'm trying to say is, if I want to find, I'm going to make it. That's going to be my. The problem with that. The problem with that poo is going to be a documentary called "Where Are Jared Fogle's Pants?"
Dude, we could make this happen for
Absolutely.
like a sketch or something.
Where are the pants?
Where are the pants?
They're
out there
because I
somewhere.
want to put them on.
Yeah.
What if you put them on and it's like everyone's like no, and I'm like
yeah.
teenage pussy.
No, it wouldn't be pussy. I don't.
Wouldn't be?
I don't think so.
That's what he did.
No, I
he's
don't
a
think
kid.
so.
He's a kid fucker.
Yeah, but it was.
He's in jail.
Wasn't it boys?
Was it?
I think it was boys.
I don't know.
Hey,
Jamie, pull that up. Hey, Jamie,
Yeah.
Jamie, pull that up. What kind
Pull
of
it up. What did he? Who did he fuck?
Jared Fogle, he's in prison. I heard he's fat as hell. I heard he's like the guy from Dodgeball at the end of Dodgeball where he gets fat again.
What?
I heard Jared Fogle's fat and he loves like honey buns and shit.
Well, who doesn't? You know,
Of course. I just hear he's a big fatso in prison.
he's a real everyman of the pedophile
Yeah.
world. Oh my
You know
god!
what sucks is they make pedophile prison so good. Not like you should want to go there, but in prison, pedophiles have it sick because they don't have to go around murderers because the murderers will just murder the pedophile.
That's true.
So it's like you kind of kick it with like, you know.
Some more low key criminals.
Yeah, killer cops who kill people, like child molesters, comedians who steal jokes. Those are all in the same thing.
I feel like this episode is already hearkening back to the old days in the garage where
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
dude.
get uncomfortable.
Am I making you uncomfortable by getting?
I made myself uncomfortable,
By
but
what?
I'm just talking about pedophiles. You know,
What about them? I can't stand them.
I don't want to glorify the existence of Jared from Subway. You know what I mean? But I also can recognize the humor in having his pants on display in your home.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, the biggest thing we should do, if we can find those pants, we should get that mount that I'm talking about and put it on the wall behind the curtain. And that's just an inside thing where only people who know would listen to the podcast. It's almost like a thing like, if you believe it's there, it's there.
Yeah.
If you believe it's there, it's there. Let's just start telling people.
Schrodinger's cat of
we have them right behind it. Yeah.
Pedophile pants.
Behind the red curtain, we have Jared Fogle's pants.
That would be pretty cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, remove the. I'm just a magician, and I'm thinking of a piece of cloth. It's a size 59 by 21.
Anybody in here attracted to people under 18?
Well, you know what's funny is he used to have to tour with those pants.
Is that true?
Well, he used to go around and talk to people, and he would, like, for Subway, like, you go to elementary school and be like, I know you guys are wondering, did I bring them? Johnny, bring in the pants. And then everyone at the thing's like,
yeah. Who wants how many kids can we get in my pants? Let's figure out how many kids I can put. Come on down.
Yeah, he would probably put people in. I mean, imagine Jared, he brings a chick home. Whenever he's like the Subway king, like he brings a chick home, not like a underage chick. He like meets, like goes out with a girl. She runs like PR for Subway Minneapolis.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Minneapolis Subway, something like that. She's just a guy. He brings her home and he's like he pours them some wine.
Yeah.
They're like, music is playing. It's like, I bet you wonder where I've been. He's playing Bobby Collins, or not Bobby Collins. What's that guy's name?
I love that song.
Do you know what the deal with that guy is?
Yeah.
Is that he is a white guy. The guy who sings that song. I bet you wonder where I've been.
Yeah.
And he sings such beautiful, soulful R&B that the PR team for that album made sure to keep his face off of the album cover.
Is that true?
Because they thought people wouldn't buy it if they thought he was a white guy.
Dude, that's...
and then he does one tour and everyone's like, But anyways, with the Jared Fogle thing, he brings home a girl.
There's another guy named Mark Broussard who I feel like has that same problem.
Of being a white guy?
Of being a white guy and singing like a black guy.
Yeah.
And he's amazing. Check out Mark Broussard. I've seen him live in concert a couple times. You'd love him. Anyway, continue.
So he brings a girl home.
Well, with Jared from Subway brings a girl home.
Brings a lady, and not a girl. A woman home. And a person. He's pouring wine, Subway brand wine. He's playing Subway approved non-denominational music in the background.
Yeah.
Or it's like, she took the 9 o'clock train going somewhere. It's like a little bit different enough. And he pours her a thing. He pulls out some cold cuts. He pulls out some Subway. He pulls out a few Subway cookies.
I feel like he would slice it super
thin. Pulls out a little bit, a 6-foot sub. And he's like, if you eat half of this or a little piece of this, it's healthy or whatever his thing was.
Yeah.
But then he's like he's trying to see.
You thought that was the marketing?
That was the whole thing.
It's eat a piece of this or something.
The entire Subway thing was, hey, sandwich, this guy, sandwiches are actually good for you. Truly, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was Subway telling people that sandwiches were healthy.
They're so good for you.
Oh, dude, they're great for you.
Just meat.
Italian urban cheese, meatball marinara. And like, I lost weight.
Well, if you only eat 6 inches of it, you might be okay.
That's what I tell my wife. And then he's about to seal the deal.
Yeah.
He's about to lay this woman down. And she's like, I don't know. Maybe it's like, sometimes I like to wait for whatever. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, and then he goes, you want to see him? And she's like, what? He's like, do you want to see him? And she's like, see what? And he's like, you know what? And she's like, no.
The pants.
She's like, no. He's like, I got him. I got him in that. I got him here now. And she was like, please, no. And then he's like, come with me.
Yeah.
And he goes, and all you see is her face, but you hear a door open, and just a gold light is shining on her face.
Like from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, gold light shining on her face. And
You
you
never
turn
see
around,
him.
and he has the pants mounted on the wall in the room. And then she just panty dropper. I'm saying that would... that was loud.
It was like almost comical.
I know. That would happen for anybody. So if I had the pants in my room...
Oh, yeah.
If I had the pants in a secret room, if you have those Jared pants, you're fucking set.
Here's what you do. You go back in the back room, you get the Jared pants, you get buck naked, and then you come out holding the pants in front of you. And then when she sees them, she goes, oh my God. And then you just drop Jared's pants. And then you're just naked underneath.
Yeah.
You're like, huh?
I imagine like you're laying...
This is why I'm so glad I'm married.
I'm imagining laying in the bed, smoking a cigarette in the bed, in like a Scarface type bed, I don't have covers on, but I am wearing the Jared pants, and they're huge. That's the blanket I sleep with at night. I put the Jared pants on.
You're
and I'm
swimming in them?
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder what size they were.
I don't know.
What size do you wear? That's what I was gonna say. That's what size they are.
No, we wear the same size pants, which is so scary.
32 by 30.
Yeah, right. You wish you were wearing 32.
I have to wear 32, 30, dude. I wear 32
in 7th grade.
Dude, don't even get me started. Dude, I went to a tiny house / van life.
It was just a regular size house. To you, it was a tiny.
I had my Jared pants on. I'm like,
yeah.
Honestly, though, dude, I want to get the Jared pants and wear suspenders with them. Oh God. Yeah, like the way a clown does. Like, that's where I am. I'm like, it's like, whoa, dude, I heard we have Big Pants the Clown, and he's coming in.
You put the hula hoop inside so they just stay open.
Yeah. But I was
pulling stuff out.
We went to a tiny house / van life festival this week. We were bored on Saturday, so we're like, here's what we'll do. There's a million things to do in San Diego. That's what we
You are so good at doing stuff.
I really am.
Finding stuff to do, because that's insane to go to that, but it was probably great. And I'm like at home just going, there's nothing.
It was interesting.
There's nothing to do.
Oh, dude, just go on Google Events. That's all you have to do. Anybody, if you're ever in a city and you don't have nothing to do, just go on Google Events, type in for that day. Yeah. And there's all kinds of, I can't stop hitting the mic.
Man, you're passionate.
There's all kinds of weird shit going on. But this is a fucking hippie freak fest.
You really love Google Events. You start hitting the microphone.
This podcast is brought to you by Google Events.
Google them.
It was Tiny Fest. It was a fucking nightmare. Fucking hippie fest. Fucking bunch of disgusting van hippies. These people are all obsessed with the idea of, it's like van shit is the saddest thing in the world to me.
I love it.
Why?
I want a van. I want to live in my car.
It's cool to go on a trip. It's cool to get a van to take on a trip the way you would get an RV. But these people are trying to glorify living in a fucking car. And that's not good. It is bad to live in the car.
Yeah, but think about how it aligns with people's values of like...
These people have no values.
No, it's what they do, though, because they think that... Oh, I'm telling you.
They live in a car.
Yeah. But it's cheap, right? And they're like, we're not...
They're homeless.
We're not putting a lot of strain on the environment.
They are. They're driving their house around.
No. You keep it stationary in one spot.
That's what you want a van, because you want to keep it in one spot the entire time.
Yeah.
Where the entire idea of like, whoa, van life is to drive around and see the world. I like that. But if you get a van...
you just keep it wherever it is.
Park it outside of your apartment.
That's where you live now.
Yeah. That's I like the idea. I would love
I want to live in my parking space.
in the parking garage underground.
And with my wife and kids upstairs, living their life, living their best life. And I just get out of their hair. I go down to the van, and I got a projector set up in the carport.
How funny would it be for someone to kill themselves in their garage in their like built out van life van? Like with the fucking tube hooked up to the thing.
With like a unicorn riding through a sun planet.
I fucking hated these people, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking hate these van freaks, dude. Get the fuck out of here with these people.
I love it.
And honestly, it didn't help that I had a Brian Laundrie is Innocent t-shirt on.
Wait, which one's Brian Laundrie?
He's the guy. He's the guy who killed that girl that he was... they were van life people. But honestly, the way that the Manson family murder really stuck an end to the fucking hippie movement bullshit, that murder should have killed off this van life thing completely. And now gas is $100 a fucking drop, and now you're gonna drive your fucking stupid van across the country and live in it, dude. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go to this next van life festival, and I'm gonna bring a car crusher. And I'm gonna say. Like the way that they do gun buyback programs, I'm going to do van buyback programs. Say, get rid of your van, get a fucking job. That's what I'm going to tell people. Boost the economy.
And they'll work for this podcast.
Yeah, they'll just produce a podcast. And it's...
no more van, but you can come work for me.
Yeah. I mean, there's no money.
No.
No, these people should go back to what they fucking, go back to fucking sucking nitrous balloons in the parking lot of a Grateful Dead concert, you fucking moron.
Dude, I will tell you, that was the one thing about going to that Fish concert. Like if you're gonna suck nitrous, I mean it's your life. I don't really give a shit, but and I don't know. I do judge, I guess. I don't know.
Did you suck any nitrous?
No.
Nitrous is dumb.
It's very. I
don't know what it does, but it doesn't seem good.
I know it's bad. I saw that Steve-O fucking documentary, dude. Where he's having a seizure on TV, and I was like, this guy rocks.
Yeah, let me go out here and do that. You know what's funny is I went and I sold nitrous at the Fish concert when you were there. I sold balloons, but I bought the wrong tank, and so then people were coming back up to me and they were like, "This is a fucking ripoff," because it was actually helium, and they were like, "We're gonna fucking kill this guy," because I was actually selling helium on accident.
That would be so funny
if we went out there and we're selling helium instead of nitrous. How
hilarious.
How long do you think that would last?
Honestly, I think there would be a lot of people that would be into the spirit of it. Like, oh, I'll suck some helium. Hell yeah.
Dude, you know what happened to me too this weekend is I was at a urinal at a bar. Well, sorry, before I even go into that, we were at the Tiny House Festival, and for no reason, there's people playing basically Lumineers covers outside of their van.
Yeah.
Because now that they've driven their van to this festival, they've got no fucking way of getting out probably. So now they're like, here's what we have to do is I have to play fucking Lumineers covers in the parking lot until enough people come by and fucking throw money into my guitar case.
Yeah.
And then it was windy and the money went, like I saw some money flew out and then everyone's like, hey man, we got to get all their money back for them. And I was like, how about I fucking put my foot down on a 20 and fucking scrape it all the way out of the fucking place and fucking get my money back for the ticket I bought into this fucking hellhole.
Dude,
and
you're like a villain.
I'm a van life villain, dude. I'm gonna start going to these festivals.
Like twisting your mustache, stealing $20. Like, yes, fuck them.
I'm gonna start slashing tires. I'm gonna create havoc at this van life festival. Honestly, we probably have people in this who are van life people.
I am gonna be a van person at some point. I'm telling you,
but
Bruce.
You're gonna be a van person out of necessity because you're like, I gotta move out. Dude, it's getting bad. I gotta move into the van. And I'm moving into the car. But these people are like, yeah, we're moving into our car. It's exciting.
Now I'm gonna get the wife. I'm gonna take her across this country.
You're gonna take her to a Wyoming national park.
Yeah,
murderer.
Well, maybe not that, but definitely take her to the park. Everybody's scared to go to the parks now since that murder.
Well, yeah,
but I
just leave your girlfriend at home.
Man, is there such a thing as a Brian Laundrie is innocent T-shirt? Does that exist?
I bet. You know what I was thinking would be, because obviously
we need to make an Amazon wish list.
You know what's funny, dude, is I go to these things like that, and in my head that's always almost kind of my first thing is what is the first thing the easiest way I could just create complete chaos in here. I'm the Joker, basically.
Yeah.
But I was like, here's what I could do is I could set up a booth like that guy does where he's like, trans people don't exist. Change my mind. You know what I'm saying? You know that guy? Stephen Meyer? No, Stephen
Crowder, yeah.
But I do that. I should have created a booth like that there that said, Brian Laundrie is innocent, change my mind. And he's obviously not. But then people would have just come up and like, hey, man, literally there was...
Well, that's what happened at that NASCAR thing you were telling me about.
Yeah,
where people actually
those guys
showed up.
Those guys were jerk offs, though. I'm smart.
Yeah, you're smart.
I'm not even saying record this as content. I'm saying just be a nightmare person.
Yeah,
like those guys were recording it for teenagers to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, idiots.
There was people there walking around on stilts.
Mm-hmm. And you don't like this.
There's no reason.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
I don't, these fucking hippies.
Where do you think all this anger comes from, Bruce?
The hatred of hippies?
Yeah.
It's just, look, man, I'm a comedian. I understand.
Look, man.
No, listen. I am completely 100% open and I'm 100% honest about being a comedian is I like to do it. I love to do it. It's fun.
Yeah.
But really, it's because everyone that does comedy, they do it because they don't want to have a job. Mm-hmm. And they don't. And so these van life people are the same as other people who are like, I just want to brighten up the world.
Yeah.
And I want to make the world a better place with my fucking jokes about my mom's tits.
Yeah.
You know what I do is I go up there and I create smiles. It's like, no, what you do is you go back to your fucking hotel room and you invite 16-year-old girls to your hotel room, you psychopath.
Wait a second.
Not anybody specific. I'm just saying the entire world.
Sure. But you think it's dishonest of them.
These van life people they're fucking liars.
They just got denied for disability and they're like, fuck, I can either get a job.
I don't have a problem with people who get the van and they use it like an RV. Mm-hmm. A van is a recreational vehicle. It is not a home. Okay, that is the thing. That is my big point.
Yeah, sure. I'm telling you, buddy. I'm gonna buy 10 acres in Squaw Valley. And
Tiny house is cool. I like a tiny house.
A tiny house.
Tiny house is what's up. I have
I'll probably
no
get a
issue.
double wide.
No issue with the tiny house because that's pure. Yeah, a double wide tiny house.
No, not a tiny house, but just get I mean, I literally just, I know that when I, am
Finally
ready
realized.
finally realize that it's time to shut her down. I'm going to buy land in someplace cheap, and, get a double wide on there, something like that.
And you're gonna broadcast like the guy from I Am Legend.
Yeah. I'll be like, anybody out there?
Is there anybody
out there?
I will be podcasting every day at 5 p.m.
And I'm like,
if there's anybody out there, please send an email to bagfriespodcast@gmail.com.
Dude, yeah, I'll be like, trial number 47, subject 364. It's me trying to make a rabbit laugh. I'm like, apparently this material is not, if anybody is receiving this, send up a flare.
Dude, so these people are walking around on stilts at this thing for no reason. Mm-hmm. They're just stilt walkers. And there was a lady walking next to this guy who was on stilts. Older lady, Earth Mama.
Yeah.
In her 50s. She was like walking with him. This might be the funniest thing I've ever heard anybody say. Because there's so much backstory to this. She's walking next to him, and she goes, man, she was like, how's it going? How you doing? How you doing up there? And he's like, oh, it's good. Another beautiful day. The fuck. And another like, it's just this fucking moron on stilts.
Yeah.
And then she goes, man, stilts are so great. She's like, I used to have some stilts, and I would walk around, and I'd be up there, and I'd never want to come down. I swear to God, this lady was addicted to walking on stilts.
Yeah, no, I get it.
She was like, I'm all day long. I kept in my head laughing, and I would repeat that back to Ari, be like, man,
I'd never want
to come down,
dude.
If she would be up there, and she, like, it's the same fucking. These are all the same people that like marry a bridge. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know where this person's like, I love the Wilshire Grand building in downtown LA, and I'm actually getting married to it. You know these people. Ripley's Believe It or Not would be like, would you believe it if a woman married a bridge?
Yeah.
It's like, fact or fiction? She married a bridge. It's like, yeah, she fucking is missing, or has extra chromosomes probably.
Yeah.
She's got something going on with her.
Squatting on a support pole.
She's on the fire escape.
Like, it's an episode of Cops. They're like, ma'am, hands were. She's like, excuse me.
This is my husband.
This is my husband.
And she's like, and I've got the paperwork to prove it. And she's sitting on the phone.
Dude, that's good.
Dude, and then downtown San Diego is fucking Tweakerville, dude. It's a fucking nightmare. It is fucking hell on earth down there.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, downtown San Diego is worse than most of Portland.
Really? It's gotten bad?
Bro.
I haven't been there in like 2 years.
God damn.
Yeah.
But this guy, we were talking outside the club, and this dude walked by, a homeless dude, with a shopping cart. Mm-hmm. And he looked over at our
housing challenged.
You know what I mean. And he, whatever the right thing to say is, that's what I said. And he looked over at us. And it was me, Ari, two girls that Ari knew, like her boyfriend, and like one other guy that does some podcasting. I can't remember what he does.
You mean one girl, right, Bruce?
Shut up. And
Kelly's got a shotgun to my head.
And these I don't even remember. It's these people that Ari went to high school with. And another guy who does some podcast stuff. And this homeless guy walked by us, and he looked over and poked his head in and goes, my dick don't work, neither does yours. And then literally just kept walking.
He cursed you.
Yeah, and literally he's just like, ooh. Or we were saying that he's probably like, he should be like, and that's why I'm selling Blue Chew out on the street.
Yeah. He just needed a little follow-up. My dick don't work, neither do you.
Yeah. We did get to go into a cool nightclub.
Yeah?
Quote unquote cool nightclub.
What?
We got to skip the long line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude.
How?
I don't know if the lady who runs the club was like, she basically like the way that because she was like I don't know, she's probably like mid-30s lady. She's very nice. But she basically shoved us into this nightclub the way that like a single mom would shove 3 teenagers into a skate park.
Was she like at the show? Does she know?
She runs the club.
Oh, okay.
The comedy club.
I see.
And she's very cool. She's super nice. And she walked us over there and like went up to this line is as long as like the traffic line at Woodstock. It's fucking 4 miles long.
Insane.
And to get into this nightclub, it's the longest line I've ever seen. And there's
where
like
you can buy a glass of booze for $40.
Yeah. And so in the line is like it's people. It's like a birthday party, bachelorette whores, like hot cool guy, hot guy, fat guy, Indian dude. I don't know. It's just every
That's
type
the
of person.
formula.
Yeah, it's just everybody's like, it's cracking in here.
Man, this place is really popping, my friend.
Man. And then,
This line is lit right now. Oh my
Indian
God.
people love to party, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
They fucking get down.
Holding each other's pinkies, but like 28 dudes dancing by themselves.
Yeah.
Dude, my buddy, when he lived in
Holding
Dubai.
each other's pinkies.
That's real
No,
talk.
I know.
Dude,
it's just funny.
In Dubai, there'd be like these multimillionaires, all like 50 dudes in a club, and they're all dancing with each other.
Because that's what's up, dude. That's what's so cool.
I mean, it's how it was when I was a Christian,
Dude, the dopest part about, I don't know if it's Middle Eastern culture in general, maybe specifically Eastern culture, is that if
They
you're
let you be gay.
yes and no, because it's like if you're homeboy, like if me and you were homeboys, which we are, if we're homeboys, but we could just like walk down the street and hold hands, and people would be like, yeah, Bruce and Kevin, they're bros.
Should we move there?
We might have to,
We
just
should
so we
move
can
there.
walk down and fucking hold hands down the street.
And it's not gay.
No.
We just want to hold hands.
Absolutely.
Dude, I think
We should just start holding hands everywhere. Let's do it. Let's bring
my hands are all clammy.
Let's bring this to the forefront of American culture. Holding hands with your bro. I think it's a good move.
Anyway, so were these chicks hot or what?
I don't think this is how they do it though, because this is more like, I'm sorry I made you get that abortion. I'm sorry I let Dale do it for me.
And I'm sorry I never paid you back. Like I said.
Look, I know I stole your rent money to pay for your abortion. But anyways, we get pushed to the we walk past the line. It's so long. And then the lady just talks to the security and they're like, all right, cool. And checks our IDs. And I swear I had no choice. I had to kind of be like, yeah. I had to kind of look at people in line like, you know what it is.
Were you wearing that hat?
No, because I wasn't.
Just being free out there.
Yeah, but I was wearing a hoodie with a bomber jacket over it and
Hell
jeans and fucking Vans.
And you were like, "What's up?"
And but I had to take a look because everybody in line to get in line to a nightclub, 90% of them are beautiful.
Yeah, and it's pathetic too to be so dressed up and gorgeous and be waiting in line
and that's why it's I would say that situation happens to me twice a year where I get into something in front of a lot of hot people. It's all comedy related. It's whether I'm at a club, whether I know the guy, whatever. And so
we're not supposed to be mingling with these beautiful
absolutely
Hollywood
not. We're
people.
supposed to leave them out of this. And these are San Diego people, so they're also very beautiful.
Man.
And so I had to kind of take a double take back and be like, have fun out here. And then we literally went inside, walked around for about 3 minutes, and then walked back outside.
Yeah.
So people that were waiting in the front of the line saw us get in there and then go inside and realize that we hated it in there and then come right back out. Just immediately come out and not even do anything.
This is lame. We're leaving.
We went to a shittier bar
where
I played Stand by Eminem 5 times in a row to a crowded bar. It was pretty
But you
funny.
couldn't do that at that club, though. I hate those fucking clubs.
Well, there was a DJ. There wasn't a AMI jukebox. And you could do it from your phone. This is what you could do. I have AMI.
What's AMI?
There's AMI and there's Touch Tunes. Those are the 2 most popular jukeboxes.
Oh, okay.
The digital jukebox.
Yeah,
You get the app on your phone and you add the money from your phone and then you can go through and play it on your phone. And for 2 credits, you can play...
Stands.
You can
5
play anything.
times.
You can play anything.
What if that was a special
They just throw it into the thing. You do 2, $5, you get 15 credits.
Damn.
And so for 2 credits... most songs are 1 or 2 credits.
Yeah.
2 credits, they throw it in your thing, and then in 15 minutes you'll be like, oh shit, they're playing fucking Summer Girls by LFO. I put that on.
Right.
And it's but if you do 3, they'll play your song very next. And whenever the song that's currently playing is over, they'll play that song, unless somebody has priority over that. So I paid $5 to play Stan 5 times in a row at this thing, and it was a pretty crowded bar.
Were people pissed?
People weren't. I couldn't tell if people were pissed. They were just like, "What the fuck?"
Please don't go.
Dude, and it stands a long song, dude. And it's like even whenever you think it's over, and then it's also remember that time we were at Nerd Melt and they kept playing Whiskey River over and over again. Yeah. And it kind of turns into a psychological torture thing because that song you can't tell when it ends or when it begins. And it stands a little bit of the same way because it's like, oh shit, come to think about it, it was you, damn, and then it's just immediately like. And it just immediately goes into the next thing. I also played We Like Sports by The Lonely Island twice in a row, which is a very funny song because it sounds like, if you're not paying attention, it just sounds like it's like a poppin' like song. Yeah. And then you're listening to it and it's just like, if you don't, we're basically two guys be like, if you say we don't like sports, we're going to sue you.
Yeah.
That song rocks, dude. I blasted that song.
Those guys are so fucking funny.
Yeah,
duh.
You know. What else, dude?
Dude, I watched the Jackass movie.
Oh, did you?
With Tyler.
He's like, dude, I saw this 5 times now.
I think I was number 5. Yeah,
he's seen it a lot.
Yeah, I had a blast. I laughed very hard. It's just great.
Did you? Were you like, damn, these guys are old, I could do this? And you just, you should have done?
I could do this.
Is when the movie went out, when the movie let out, and everyone, you were like, who just saw Jackass? And everyone's like, yeah. And you're like, oh yeah, well, check this out. And you're on like the second story of the movie theater where it overlooks it. And then you're like, watch this. And then you like jump off of it and like land with your nuts on like the bottom rail of the stairs. You're like, oh!
I'm on the top of the parking lot. Yeah. And I pull my ass over the side to shit off, but I accidentally fall to my death.
That's what we should do. Is we should go to showings of Jackass and do Jackass.
Dude, that would be great.
I want to get sugar glass bottles really bad.
Yeah, it's fun.
I want to start doing that. And then like during Don Barris' set at the Comedy Store, I want to go break them over someone's head in the crowd.
Dude, yeah. How much are they? Where would you get them?
You can get them on Amazon. Promise Drop. They're super cheap.
Huh.
And they're very funny.
Huh.
Where are we at? You said we had emails? Is there
we got some emails.
Is there anything? Do any of the emails are they pertinent to what do we like?
It's just I just want to throw out Andrew S. Saying best of luck with the show. Made me smile to see the old BJ feed pop up with a new episode.
I got a BJ feed for you, pal.
As I drove down my lonely Alaska highway. Cheers.
Good God.
Yeah.
Who's he? Fucking God damn it! Who's that guy that sings "Turn the"? Oh, Bob Seger. On a lonely Alaskan highway, I'm listening to a pod. 2 guys calling each other gay and talking about jacking off. And then one of them does an accent. It seems kind of racist, but I can't really tell. So you walk into a gay bar and you pull out your tiny dick, and then a guy comes over and he grabs it and starts sucking it.
Dude, you could do the whole thing.
I could really just go for 5 hours.
My buddy James wrote us an email.
And then you go to the glory hole and you put your dick in, but the guy on the other side is confused and also puts his dick in. And then you're bumping penises at the glory hole, and then you knock 3 times and say, "Hey, buddy, it's your turn to suck it." And he says, "I'll only suck it if you agree to suck it too." And then you get your and then he sucks off on your penis, and he puts his in the thing.
I feel like I'm listening to a song that Ben wrote.
And he says, "Hey, buddy, time for you to suck it." And then you run out of there real fast. And he goes, "Oh, rats," and it happens every time.
I do like the idea of 2 dudes in a glory hole.
Who don't have an agreement.
They both put their dick in. They're like, "Hey, I ain't gay, man."
"No, you suck it." "No, you suck it." All right. Then they're rock, paper, scissoring through the glory hole to see who has to suck it first.
So my buddy James sent me an email, and which I'm glad that he did, because I did tell a story about him. And,
what was the story?
It was a story about him, like some girl liked him and grabbed his hat. It was when you got your hat. And like I was like, I don't know if he called her a bitch or something. But anyway, James says, "Hey, White Spud Webb here," which is what I called him. Thanks for the shout out. I never called Jay a bitch. He says the name, but I'm doing it. For throwing my hat over the fence. His mom would have killed me if he said that. That's what he said. My mom would have killed me. He's using names, and I'm trying not to use names, you know.
What's his mom's name?
LaDonna.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if you're like, oh, LaDonna. What?
I love it. He's probably going to send us an email about,
about me talking about his mom's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He might be like, could you not?
LaDonna. LaDonna sounds like something you would name like a sick old school like A-Team van that you painted up all sick and made like shag carpet little.
Dude, yeah, absolutely.
And on the back it just says LaDonna.
Or a boat. A boat, yeah.
I want to know now. I want to know what you would name a boat.
His mom would have killed him if he would have called a woman a bitch, which I totally agree. And I don't imagine. I didn't think. Anyway, we did love hip hop, though. You know what I mean?
Cool.
There's a lot of bitching, a lot of people saying bitch. Anyway, I believe I called her an idiot for throwing my newly purchased crispy as fuck retro Philadelphia A's hat over the fence.
That's bitch worthy.
Yeah. I got in trouble, and of course, she did not. Very par for the course for the school we went to. Asked Kevin about the assault and battery that happened to him on St. Patrick's Day, circa 1992.
Did you get the shit kicked out of you on St. Patrick's Day, circa 1992?
I love the show, fellas. Keep up the great work. P.S. Kevin, don't sell yourself short. You were the most athletic flag football center I've ever known.
Take the L out.
Dude, I was one hell of a center, man. I could hike it and everything.
Yeah, that just literally just means you were a bottom.
Yeah, no, I'm a center. A center.
What happened? Did you get pinched to hell?
No. I think I've told the story before. No, there was did I get pinched to hell? No, I can't remember what we were doing St. Patrick's Day. I know that I'm pretty sure he's referring to the time that a man put me in a headlock and put a lighter underneath my chin. And I said, "What are you going to do? Light me on fire, baby."
The guy who's doing this sounds pretty cool. I like this guy.
I mean, we were in like 5th, 6th grade.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like,
what is this? The kid from the Bad News Bears with the dirt bike?
Yeah, he was like 2 years older than us, and of course, he was twice our size.
Yeah.
But yeah, James was like, he played soccer with these guys on a travel team, and he was really it's a great athlete, James Bush, Jimmy B, and. Yeah, but the guy, I don't know why. He just didn't like me. But I've told that story before on other podcasts and stuff.
I would do the same shit to you.
Yeah, you'd hold a lighter to my chin?
Absolutely.
No, but I get out of it every single time.
Get out?
I get out. I get out of it every time just by being an idiot. And then I don't end up getting hurt.
Yeah.
Which is great. James is probably right now going, no, it was this other thing that happened on St. Patrick's. And I forget stuff all the time.
If you had a boat, what would you name it?
The most beautiful name in the whole wide world.
LaDonna.
LaDonna.
What would you name it?
Probably Jenny. Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Karen.
I would.
The Karen. It's a like a $3 million yacht.
Yeah.
What
would I name my boat? I would probably name it like the Rub and Tug or like something nasty. Would it?
You could name it Your Pants.
Jared Fogel's Pants.
Yeah,
That's what I would just name it.
Yeah.
The SS Jared Fogel's Pants. What are the rules I wonder what the stipulations are when it comes to naming a boat? Like what you're allowed to name. Because you're not allowed to name it like the SS Fuck You, probably.
I think you might be able to.
You might.
The SS Rub and Tug?
What about the SS Back the Blue? And you just make it a big fucking cop tribute.
I bet that. Yeah. Well, I bet that's probably fine.
Yeah, well, that was like that Trump boat parade where a few boats started sinking and everyone's like, "This is it. This is classic."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No. It's just the N word is the name of your boat.
Yeah. I'm curious what you can name your boat. What else is there? Is there any? That's what I'm asking you. Is there anything that needs our attention in these emails? Because most of them are just like, "Hey, great podcast. You guys are great."
No, I don't mind reading those. I mean, people want to hear their
if you guys want, if you want to email anything in, you want some advice, you want us to use your name, not use your name, you want us to fucking tell us, see what we think about your fucking life.
Yeah.
Tell us what. I'll fucking help you out, dude.
No, this is. He just says he wants a TikTok hotline.
Yeah, if you want to, if you want to send us shit, we're gonna be upping the studio a little bit, so we might be able to watch some stuff or do some stuff soon.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, that would be very easy to set up. Yeah, no, there's other emails here, but you're right. There's nothing that's like, hey guys, how are you able to stay alive? You know what I mean? Or anything like that.
Yeah. I don't know that. I mean, I think I want to, end it all. I think I'm just too selfish to kill myself.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny, though, is that Tom Brady just unretired, and it's like he basically got the idea of like where you're like, I want to see what my funeral would be like. So he got to be like, I'm retired, and then everyone said all the nice things they would say when somebody retires, and then he was like, all right, I'm coming back. So basically, he got to fake his own death.
I mean, good for him.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I mean, it's, whenever I was up there.
Up where?
I never wanted to come down. I never wanted to come down.
Did you ever have stilts?
No. I did one time. This girl had a hurt foot at school, and I took her crutches, and I flipped them upside down and walked around with them on stilts, and they broke.
You fucking idiot.
I know.
No,
My middle school was fucking hell on earth. Like, people would just fucking... Everything. It was just a night. We would like.
You were just putting thumbtacks in everybody's shoes.
Bro,
and
we
shit.
would like. There was one time we just like went at recess, just went around and took a bunch of kids' backpacks and then made a big pile of them underneath the soccer goal, and then climbed up on top of the soccer goal, and we're like doing front flips onto this pile of backpacks because we were like, here's what we want to do. We want to jump off of the soccer goal.
Yeah,
but. We can't just jump off of it. So we were like,
we have to steal everyone's backpacks.
We need padding. And so
I love that you're saying that your middle school was hell on earth,
and then something was I did.
Yeah, but you're like, you made your middle school.
I mean, it wasn't just me; it was a bunch of kids. It was. I mean, I know it was a lot of it was my idea.
I killed my middle school was crazy. I killed 5 people.
Yeah, it was bad. People were just fighting. People were beating the shit out of each other. A lot of on-campus fighting.
Yeah, there's a lot of fighting at Tenaya Middle School. A lot of pregnant women too.
During middle school?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. One of my good friends had her second child. In middle school, and she's awesome. But 2 kids, crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Were you the dad?
Yeah, of course. I was everyone's dad.
Dude,
I've always been everyone's dad.
I wrote this down because I forgot about it. I knew I'd forget about it, and I wanted to tell you about this. I was at the bar, and this guy was wasted, and he came over there to the urinal, and he was like looking at his phone, but he was to the right of me, and I was peeing to the left of him, and he had his phone in his left hand. And the way that he was looking at his phone made it look like he was filming my penis at the urinal. And I didn't say anything because I knew he wasn't, but I was just thinking how funny it is of like a guy next to you at the urinal. Like, oh, look at that thing.
I gotta film this.
No. Do you ever feel not confident about your penis when you're at the urinal?
I mean, sometimes I worry that it's going to drag on the ground.
Yeah, I really think
I not usually. I mean,
9 times out of 10, your penis is never smaller
Yeah.
than when you're at a urinal.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, my cock's always huge.
Yeah, mine.
There was one time I remember there was I don't know if it was the show was at a gay bar or like what. I can't remember if it was even a gay bar, but there was literally a window or like a mirror right behind the urinal, and the urinals had no dividing things. It was just like a big tub that everybody pissed into, and
the trough.
Yeah, basically.
I hate the trough.
And there was literally a mirror in front of us, so everybody's dicks are just like
In the mirror, so you could see everybody's dick?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I look. I'm a peeker, dude.
Yeah, well, that was in my old place. That was my old house.
Do you peek? Have I asked you this on this podcast already? Do you peek or not?
I don't think I mean, I don't know if there's reason to peek, if there's something in the peripheral. But usually, I mean, most of the urinals I've been going to lately
have the divider.
Yeah.
If there's not, I peek, or I go over. And
yeah, all these government sanctioned mandates for urinals
Fucking
really
bullshit.
fuck up the peak. Game,
that was a sanction we put on Russia. We took back all of the urinal dividers in Russia. No, but usually, I
saw everyone's dick. Junior high and high school.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it just was a thing.
Well, you know what's funny too is whenever you go into a bathroom urinal and a dude is using it, like. He's like, if he's like on the one on the left, he's like all like turned completely, like sticking his dick as far into the urinal as possible, so like nobody can fuck it.
I have seen that.
It's like, dude, people get right up. I stand back like 3-point line type shit.
Hell yeah, I always keep.
Sometimes whenever I'm drunk, sometimes in a bathroom, and especially if it's like a single bathroom where you go in and close the door, I'll you start close, and then I'll just keep backing up. And I'll give it some arc, and I'll fucking, I
start about midfield.
Yeah.
Because I'm usually going to, right when I piss, I'm going to shoot it.
I'm going to start doing that in normal bathrooms. I'm going to start at the urinal early, and I'm just going to start back, because I'll go back like 3-4 feet sometimes, and I'm going to just start doing, I'm going to go back 3+ feet I'm going to go back as far as I can from the urinal. I'll be like, whoa, yeah, and they'll be like, check it out. Like, do you think people would get mad at me?
I think people would applaud. It's the dismount's the hard part.
Well, no. You walk it back slowly. Whenever there's a peak you hit, and then you walk it back slowly.
Yeah, but that's figuring out where the peak is.
I've done it to my
really
girlfriend.
hard.
I've done it to my girlfriend like plenty of times.
You're out here in the hallway.
Yeah, no, but I'll like back up. No, I would never do it here because I'm not going to piss on the ground in my life. But because you're going to miss a little bit
in a public place.
Absolutely.
I'll piss everywhere,
or an Airbnb or something.
Yeah.
I'll piss. I'm going to start. I don't know if there's some kind of Olympics for
air pee and pee. You know what I mean?
I don't know if there's
and poop.
I don't know if there's an Olympic type event for long distance peeing, but I think I could get in there.
I've had some epic pees. I don't. Something about getting older. I noticed that like I can hold my piss for way longer, and now
really? You would think it would be the complete opposite.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like I'll literally forget that I have to piss, and then I'll like, holy shit, man, I really had to piss really bad like an hour ago, and I'll have drank since then. And then when I go to the bathroom, I'm like in there, and my wife and kids are like, did you take a dump? I'm like, no, that was all just pissing. And I'll be in there for like, 7 minutes or something, just pissing.
You should bring a megaphone in there and put it next to the water hitting the thing.
Well, I always think it's good to establish dominance with your wife and children. I always piss right into the middle of the water. So that it makes the most noise possible.
People do like when you're at a guest in someone's home, especially.
You hear that, honey?
No, if you go into the
hear that thick ass stream,
that's a big pee hole, baby. No, if you are a guest in someone's home and you go into the bathroom and I can hear you pissing through the door, you're a fucking piece of shit. Because you should be in there.
You're a man.
No, you should. Oh yeah. Well, I hear ladies too.
Well, what I'm saying is ladies can't really help it. They got no
aim.
They're like the flailing, dancing.
Yeah. The way that women piss is pathetic. It disgusts me. You need to be able to control that. That is not natural. What? This is Tucker Carlson. The way women piss. Why do they pee?
It's ridiculous.
They pee like that. They pee like you know what it's like is whenever you have the garden hose and you put your thumb over it and it sprays everywhere.
Yeah. It's like
what is that?
It's like imagine you just take like a bike tire tube and you just cut it in half and you just start shooting water out of it and it's just fucking going everywhere.
The way a woman pees, it's not good. It's so inferior to the way that a man pees. The way that a woman pees is disgusting. It's inhuman. Jordan Peterson.
Oh God.
All I ate was meat and now I'm a little crybaby.
I hate it.
I want to kill myself. It's like, yeah, we all want to.
if you look at how a woman urinates, it's very feminine. And
him doing a 3-hour presentation.
This is not an opinion. This is a study. This is not it's been confirmed.
He's kind of lost his.
Women are weird.
He's lost his.
How do you piss out of an open wound? How do you do it?
He's lost his draw, right?
I don't think so. I love Jordan Peterson. I got no problems with Jordan Peterson.
I don't like any of these like people that are like, I'm a higher thinker. It's like, no, you're shut up.
He just is.
No, I don't like him.
He's God. He's a
weirdo.
What are you moving the table?
I don't know.
Around?
I seem crooked.
Jesus Christ.
I don't like any of those guys that are like, they don't really do anything except for like it's different than being a comedian, where a comedian is at least like, yeah, check it out. My mom and my aunt, they are big fatzos. Whatever they do, whatever comics do. And the way these like people that are just like, I'm a higher thinker, like I'm a fucking genius. And it's like, no, you're not.
I mean, all authors are like that in some way. It's always been a struggle for me to have a strong opinion about anything. I just don't really have. I just understand my place in the world is so small that having some strong opinion about something, it just feels like a waste of time.
Well, now he's like, here's what you got to do. The entire I liked the clean up your room thing. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But then now he's like, I want to end it all. I want to kill myself. And
what?
He's all depressed now. He's like, I could not get out of bed for a year.
He suffered from major depression stuff.
Yeah, we all got problems.
Are you a depression denier? You're like, doesn't exist.
No, I'm very depressed.
I like you get that real Republican mindset. If you're sad, just pick yourself up from your goddamn bootstrap.
Well, that's basically what he's saying in the thing. He's like, just clean up your room and everything's going to be great. And then it's like, well, wait, dumbass, why don't you clean up your room?
No, it's a solution to it's a potential solution to the problem of people not enjoying life. Is to essentially adopt personal responsibility.
Well, why doesn't he do that for himself? Is this the classic conundrum of the fucking crying clown thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, or the fat track coach, or the there's all kinds of those things that exist out there that usually, and I think for people, you usually come upon a very profound idea. That's how I come upon things. By speaking a truth that applies to you the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know. Maybe this is a church thing, but the pastors would always say shit like this. Like, of all the sinners, I'm the worst. But, let me tell you got to read your Bible. If you don't, you're down there. You're blowing dudes under the bridge. I've been there. I'm the worst. And I am the worst. And where my sin grows, may the grace of the Lord increase. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Anyway, I keep blowing dudes down by the bridge.
Yeah. And I can't stop. And there's nothing in the Bible about blowing a guy by the bridge. And I don't know where to turn.
It's sexual immorality, but it's not specific,
Yeah. And I'm making money.
No,
So you walk into a restaurant. And there's an urban comedy night, and you pay $10, and then the guy looks at you and is like, check out this brother's outfit.
And you say it doesn't bother you,
but you just want to explode. And you sit down at the table, and he keeps on going in. He's like, this motherfucker got crooked teeth and a fucking double chin. And he points to your girlfriend. He says, you ain't fucking her, right? I would do it like this. Just fucking the stool.
Yeah.
And then he flips the stool over, and then he actually starts getting fucked by the stool. And he's like, I bet this is how you do it, because you are homosexual. That's just all about.
And I wanted to just get up, but I felt they'd call me racist if I did.
That's the remix of that song is just a dude who's a trucker who's been driving all day.
Yeah.
He's very tired, and he walks into a restaurant because it's the only one open, and he doesn't realize
they're doing a
they're
show.
doing an urban comedy night. And then he walks in, and the entire night they're just like, this brother's got a hairline that's shaped like the border of California, the ocean.
It's still got to be the song.
Yeah. It's him describing. It's him telling the story.
Man, look at with his thrift store shirt and shit. God damn. What's up, white boy coming in here?
Oh, my God. So I try to order a drink, and they say the only drink special is Hennessy. And I said, I haven't tried that, but if it's going to save me some money. And it's just, basically, this guy's entire night is that he's a trucker. He's been driving a long way, and the only restaurant he could find had an urban comedy night.
Here I am at an urban show. And here I am, the only white guy. Here I go. I want to get out of here.
But then the guy won't start doing impressions of my voice. It doesn't sound like me.
He keeps talking about mowing my lawn and doing my taxes. He thinks all white guys are nerdy.
But I'm a fucking trucking man. I'm a trucking guy.
I can't get another job.
Yeah, what is it? What is in that song? Is he's a trucker? Or no, he's a musician in the song.
Yeah.
And you went from one show, and then when you go into the restaurant, the guy says this is a comedy show and it's going to cost you $40 to get in. And you say, well, how about 20? And he says, fuck. And then you're like, all right, I only got 10. And he says, that's fine. And then he comes up on the stage and he points directly over at me. He says, this brother's got a dick and it's so small and he's like 5'3". Man, I literally, for
You
like...
really won't stop. I think we
can't.
need to start a
Patreon
episode
where it's just me singing that song
for 1 hour.
Oh man, that's those videos. 10 hours of Bruce Gray singing "Turn the Page," but it's about being gay or going to an urban comedy night.
Yeah. Here I am.
Oh man, I fucking hated those goddamn hippies. I can't stop thinking about them.
Oh, come on.
There was a van there, a Mercedes Sprinter, and so Ari knew like 2 or 3 of those guys from like because he's building a van, not to live in, to like use it the right way, and but he knew this guy, and so this dude brought us into his van that he had just built out that he was trying to. This dude, he has a popular YouTube channel. I don't know what his name is, but he builds up these vans. And then he sells them. This was a $300,000 Mercedes Sprinter.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool on the inside.
Torio Van Grohl did that. He built a custom van and is selling it.
He's just selling it? He just built it to build it? Well, now that gas is so expensive, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but it's like a super luxury van. Go check out Torio Van Grohl if you want a van.
And do not fucking move into it or I'll fucking kill you.
All right. Take it easy.
No, dude. I can't. You farting? Welcome to the Fartcast.
A little baby burp.
How was your weekend, though? It was good. How was your
Great.
week?
My daughter had her birthday. They had a sleepover.
And I wasn't invited.
I'm sorry, dude. It was girls only. So
What if I would have came in a wig and be like, I'm just a little girl?
they probably would have loved it.
You should have told me. I would have came over and scared him.
Oh, you should. Dang it. I blew it again.
know.
No, it's already scary enough in my apartment.
Or you should have. You know what you should. You know what you should have done.
It was terrifying. These gas prices.
I know. No, you should have had
barely
me come
sleep at
over,
night.
and I could have done a presentation on your getting your period.
That would have been
Like,
very
it's no big
helpful.
deal. It's no big deal. Check it out. I have a slideshow.
Yeah. No, I think that we watched the movie Red, which I think was like a metaphor for getting
Dude,
your
you should have
period.
watched fucking Carrie.
Dude, yeah. No, but we had a good time. The girls were like, "Can we stay up all night?" And I was like, "Yeah, go nuts."
Where was Will?
Will was with me. We were hanging out playing Pokemon
In the other
Arceus.
room.
Yeah.
See, dude, if I was him, I would have been.
Dude, he's not interested.
Dude.
This guy.
Tell him to spend a weekend with me, dude. Will the thrill.
Yeah, he's gonna start a
Sorry, I don't know if we're supposed to say your kids' names on the podcast.
Oh, it's fine. I don't mind. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Dox your kid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do not dox Kevin's children.
Yeah, please don't dox my kids. I don't even know what that means. I know what docking is.
Yeah. Unless you want to get your ass whooped, because my man is cracked at Fortnite.
He really is. He's good. No, he's been playing Pokemon Arceus and really getting into Pokemon lately again. But that game is just so dope. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's pretty great. If you like Pokemon, you'll love Pokemon Arceus. No,
You know what I like?
what?
Pokey person.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great. No,
I'm tired of Pokemon.
so on
How
Saturday,
about Pokey women?
on Saturday, my wife picks up the girls. So it's just she picks up my daughter and her 2 friends, and they go to the mall.
Whoa.
And my wife basically we just buy them some stuff. They just go to different
Claire's.
Claire's Hot Topic. Went to Hot Topic.
What'd they get? A Hot Topic.
I think some cat stockings or something.
You should have taken them.
or anime T-shirt.
You should have taken them to one of these T-shirt shops over here on Hollywood Boulevard and be like, all right, so I got you all a shirt that says I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. I got you all a shirt that says, what was it? God damn it. What was the fucking other shirt? There's so many of those fucking shirts. You know what I'm saying? The shirt.
It's a shirt that's just the VHS sleeve of the Ray J and Kim sex tape. I got y'all. What else? Oh, I got one. I looked up the Statue of Liberty's skirt, and that chick's a dude T-shirt.
Yeah, we should start a T-shirt shop or a T-shirt shop like that online that just basically sells different versions of like the "fuck you, you fucking fuck"
Yeah.
T-shirt, or like
Yeah.
is what are the top? Well, I think we did this on another podcast, but I think we decided that the top ones. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20 is way up there. There's also if you see the police, warn a brother.
That's a great
That
one.
might be up there. My personal favorite is, of course, I come fast. I got fish to catch. That is probably the number one of all time.
That's great.
If you see the police, warn a brother. I think I
That's a good
got
one.
Voki for his birthday. If you see the police, warn a brother bucket hat.
That's great. Does he wear it?
I think I got him a bucket hat. It might have been a T-shirt.
I would love to see
I might
him.
have got him a hat with an LED on it that you could do custom shit on.
In my mind, now he's with us at the lake that day wearing that bucket hat.
wearing the Warner Brothers shirt.
Dude, that would have been so great if Voki was there that day. With you shitting in the middle of the lake.
Is there anything else we need to?
Are we?
go?
Is that it? Are we?
We're like an hour 10.
Oh my god!
We're going to cut this down to 4 minutes.
Well, plenty of bonus content. Shit.
Thank you guys. Truly, I really have appreciated all of you guys listening. This has been great. It's been fun. Stop calling me gay on Discord. That's the worst thing you could say because now it's just going to be blow up. Shouts out to everybody. Questions, anything, bagprizepod@gmail.com.
Yeah, if there's anything you want us to talk
We'll
about.
talk about it too. We would love to fucking fill some goddamn air.
Yeah, bagprizepod@gmail.com. I mean, that's the whole thing about this channel has always been unscripted, kind of
interactive,
bullshitting.
Bro. We want to talk with you guys.
Yeah, but hit us up if you haven't already left us a 5-star review. We sure would appreciate that.
Please.
And then, I'm trying to figure out. We'll talk about it another time. But
I would like to figure out, which is very easy to do, is voicemail. So we can set up a voicemail and people could call in.
Oh yeah, that's
no
very
problem,
easy
yeah.
to do. You just set up Google Voice.
We did get some new reviews this week. We have one 5-star review, Sexy Bruce.
What? Oh, and of course, this is why you wanted to read it.
I love guys who look like Bruce, parentheses, or Louis Anderson. Not bad. Not bad.
I like it. Read their other ones.
I mean, the other ones they're just like, great podcast.
Well, shout them out.
Love Bag Fries and the boys. Every time I see fries at the bottom of the bag, I now feel the urge for Kevin to describe what I'm currently wearing. Shouts out Jacob B. So fun to listen to. Every time, laugh out loud every time I listen. Nice to hear K. James Tink's impressions again. Thanks, K. Shanta. Bag Fries isn't as racist as Brain Joe or really at all, but I'll give it some time. Thank you, Tom. 32739. I'm going to do my best. I think we did a little bit on here.
Yeah, we threw a little.
That was for you. A diamond in the rough. Kevin, is there a way we can get the OnlyFans podcast of Brain Joe? That's a good question. I'm glad you and Bruce made Bag Fries.
I mean, I guess I could just.
Do you have all of them?
I don't know. I'll have to take a look.
They might be in the time capsule with Jared Fogel's pants.
Yeah, email me, and if you want those, and I'll just send them to you.
Bagfriespod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Truly, hey, you want advice, you want anything, you want to fucking shout out, you want to propose to your girlfriend via this podcast, we'll do that.
Yeah, I am down. If you want to come out of the closet and your dad listens to this podcast, and this is the only way that you think that he'll be able to accept who you are is if it comes through us, and we'll be like, look, Kyle's gay. All right, Mike.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Mike, you need to chill out on Kyle a little bit because he's gay, and that's fine. All right? And then we can throw in personal stuff like, go sit on your donut in the living room because you have hemorrhoids that you won't get checked out because you're too stubborn to go to a doctor because you think you're a real man. And be nice to Kyle because he's gay.
Have you ever got hemorrhoids looked at by a doctor?
Never. I've never had... the only hemorrhoids that I've had were hernias. What was it? I don't even know.
I had a hemorrhoid.
Because they're technically similar things.
I have hemorrhoids every now and again. They don't really hurt, but I went to a doctor and they were hurting. It was 5 years ago, and he was like, you want me to take a look? And I was like, nah, it's all good, man. Just give me the fucking thing.
Well, that's the thing. Like, my tailbone has been bothering me for 2 years. Mm-hmm. And every time I go to the doctor, it always gets down to that point. Like, I'll set an appointment. I'll be pissed because I got to wait so long. I'll get to the doctor's office. And he's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, what isn't? And then I go over a list of a huge,
You're like,
look
at this thing. And you pull out your dick.
Yeah.
Like, can you make it bigger?
My balls are too big. My dick's too small. I got too much foreskin and not enough head skin.
Yeah.
No, but it'll always come down to the tailbone thing. And he's like, do you want me to take a look at it? I'm like, nah, it's probably fine.
Why wouldn't you let him just take a look at it?
Because he's got to stick his finger in my ass.
For your tailbone?
Yeah.
What, your doctor that you go to wants to stick his finger in your ass for everything you fucking do? I think you have a bad doctor.
Huh. Interesting.
This is your entire life flashes before your eyes.
Here
I go at the doctor's office for an earache, and he sticks his finger up my ass.
I mean, he says it's the only way to get the most accurate measuring of my temperature.
It really what it is.
No, but when I went to the chiropractor, he was telling me that that's what you have to do if your tailbone's out of whack. You can just get in there and fucking crack it back into place.
So the chiropractor has to do it?
Well, he said that's chiropractor told me about doing it to somebody else, and I was like, the whole time I'm like, let's see if we can figure out another.
Yeah, we ain't rushing straight to that one.
It just doesn't seem. It seems like it would be very painful. But
no, I think it feels good.
I don't know.
All right.
You should have seen this guy's fingernails.
Yeah, your doctor.
You look like Freddy Krueger.
Your doctor is the guy who has the world's longest fingernails. They're all like curled over. He's like, all right, I'm gonna have to stick my finger up your ass.
Jesus.
Hold on.
Yeah.
He's like has to like curve around with it.
Well, he always says his finger is in his mouth too, which is weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, folks.
Love you. Love you guys. Thank you very much. I really do love you guys. Let me know via email.
Happy Monday.
Be nice to each other in the Discord. Keep on being yourself. Hey, and you know what? Have a great week, everybody.
Yeah, have a great week, everyone.
Love yourself. Goodbye.
Hit the button.
Oh, shit. We didn't.